Have any of you heard of something called the Great American Read? Yes. Well, the Great American Read had a celebrity host. It was put on by PBS, sponsored by PBS. And Meredith Vieira was the celebrity host. And this process went on for 6 or 8 months, a long time. And the object was to encourage people to read novels and then encourage them to pick up their phone and vote for their favorite novel over this whole 8-month period of time. Well, they had like 4 million responses. Virtually every library in this country participated, had signs, encouraged people to read novels. Well, I won't read you the top 100, though I read through it. I actually watched the special where they were all announced. I want to talk to you about, I want to list the top 6. The 6th most favorite novel was Gone with the Wind. The 5th was the series Lord of the Rings. 4th, Pride and Prejudice. 3rd, the series Harry Potter. The 2nd, the series Outlander. The 1st was To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. And as I thought about this, I thought, what a great indicator of the consciousness of our society. We all have hope for freedom and justice and right doing. That's what we say we want. But as a society, down through the years, we've seemed to allow prejudice and hate and fear and violence to be the soup of the day. I think as a society, as human beings, we have huge problems. And I think it's our responsibility as being part of that society to come up with solutions. As individuals, we have problems. It would do us well to come up with solutions. We depend on, as a society, we depend on our government and leaders to figure out and incorporate solutions into our system and into our society. You know how that works. And as a society, looking at their individual problems and as the problems of our society on a whole, how do we work on those solutions? I think for the most part, our society probably doesn't. I think we decide instead to maybe have a couple of drinks or smoke a little weed or take some of those make me feel better pretty quick pills, or go to the game, or watch TV, or play video games, or go to a concert. We choose distraction over our task of finding solutions to very real, important problems, both as a society, and I'm guessing, speaking from my own experience, as a person, too, as well. As I was thinking about this topic, solutions, I decided to confer with, what's the word I want to use? The people that, my peers, what are you, Vivian? You're my favorite one. Mentor, that's the word. But on this particular topic, I didn't confer with Vivian. I conferred with, I've got a long list of favorites, but I conferred with three. And those were Albert Einstein, Deepak Chopra, and Wayne Dyer. And I asked Wayne, I said, solutions, how do we find the solutions to our problems? He said, I've said it 27,216 times. There is a spiritual solution to every problem. And I said, I've heard you, Wayne, a lot. I agree with you. That, in fact, I believe is profound. But what does that mean? I have to talk to people that are busy every day, working jobs, dealing with birth and death and illness and bills and all kinds of things. They don't have a lot of time to study philosophical ideas. And about that time, I heard Al say, well, to start with, you need to tell people that it's fundamental and quite necessary to know and accept that no solution of any problem can be found at the same level of consciousness in which it was created. I said, well, that's why we're in business, is to elevate consciousness to enrich our lives. He said, exactly. The consciousness has to be elevated to find solutions. And then Deepak Chopra kicked in. He said, you know, we think all the time, we hear this saying that to elevate our consciousness, we got to think out of the box. He said, that's a misnomer. That's not true. We have to throw away the box. As long as you're thinking out of the box, you're still hanging on to the box. You can think outside of it all you want, but you're still hanging on to the box. Throw the boxes away. And I said, oh, well, that would be like you can't really go swimming if you want to keep 1 foot on dry land. He said, well, I never personally thought of that exact way, but I guess that's as good an analogy as any. So that's what I'm going to talk to you a little bit about today, is getting rid of the boxes. All of us have to find our own way to consult with, to tie into God, Spirit, the unseen, divine wisdom, universal mind. Doesn't make any difference what you call it. But that's where the solutions lie, in the unseen. The infinite wisdom, the infinite ideas, infinite possibilities. And as long as we walk into that place, or think into that place, with our boxes, with our opinions, with our memories of experiences that we've had, with our habits, we're carrying boxes. And what we are doing is limiting the infinity, limiting the power, limiting the courage, limiting the wisdom that the divine has to offer. Getting rid of the boxes. We've got so many boxes we can't even begin to know how many boxes we've got. I said earlier, when we decide to leave here today, maybe we'll go home and have a glass of wine or 2 or 3 or 5. Maybe we'll watch the game. Maybe we'll smoke a joint. Maybe we'll listen to the radio. Maybe we'll play video games. Maybe we'll go to an event or a festival. However, I'm going to ask you to consider a question for yourselves. Those activities that we engage when that seem to be fun and pleasurable and rewarding, do they really help to elevate your consciousness to the point where we can solve problems, find solutions? Do those activities really enrich your life? Or are we just walking from box to box? I heard Deepak Chopra a couple months ago, and he was saying, we're looking for our purpose, and a way to do our purpose, to live our purpose. He said, imagine you had all the money you ever need, all the time you'd ever need, all the wisdom and knowledge and skill you'd ever need. What would you do with your life? What he's saying there, again, is get rid of the box of lack. Get rid of the box of, I don't know that. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Throw away those boxes and commune with the divine. Therein lies the solution to any problem. Ain't this right? But you can't find the solution if you're standing in a box. We hear so much about establishing boundaries. Boundaries are boxes. Walls are boxes. Fences are boxes. Our opinions are boxes. Our fears are boxes. All of us possess a lot of boxes. Maybe it's time to do some spring cleaning. Spring's almost left. We may get still a few cool days to do spring cleaning, but it's summertime. It's time to really enjoy life, to enrich your life, to elevate your consciousness so that the people around you can enrich their lives, enjoy life as well. In a moment, we're going to sing and match. When you stop and think what John did when he wrote those lyrics, he threw away the boxes that society insists on keeping. Countries without borders. There's nothing to kill or die for. No possessions, no religion, no heaven, no hell. A brotherhood of man, of human beings. No boxes. The only restrictions, the only limitations in our communion with the divine are the ones that we impose upon that relationship. I ask of you, ask yourselves some questions this week. How you're spending your time, what you're thinking about. Do those help you elevate your consciousness? Do those activities and thoughts enrich your life? I hope so. I think they will. Let's stand up and sing magic.